And I don't know who's gonna be awake at 3 in the morning my time, but yo, I had a lot of fun at this park called Fuji, a place I've wanted to go ever since I was a little kid. Well, kid, high school, that counts. And I finally got to experience the park in all of its glory, and it's everything I could have ever wanted it to be. Rode a lot of roller coasters. I was going solo, so I ended up being merged with other groups. Met some cool people, and much to my surprise, there's even Naruto stuff out here. Like, young me was a big Naruto fan, so seeing that was trippy. In fact, we're walking through that right now. Right now. I thought about getting like one last ride in before the park closes, but it's just too cold. Plus, I've ridden everything like 3 times over now, so I'm happy. There was even an Evangelion thing, but look at this. Check this out. It's gonna be like my VOD watchers out here. Check it out, yo. Mr. Uzumaki himself. What is the Hidden Leaf Village doing at Fuji Q? That's what I want to know. Why was the Hidden Leaf Village in Mount Fuji the entire time? Near Mount Fuji the entire time. There's Kakashi. He's one of my favorite characters, to be completely honest. Yo, for the homie that came through and dropped a like, thank you. I appreciate that. I should have titled this Exploring the Hidden Leaf Village. You bet Lorna could beat him in a fight? Kakashi or Naruto? What about Shikamaru in a game of wits? Both? What about this dude? He wants to play a game. Shikamaru versus Jigsaw, who'd win? There were games you could play over here, but it's all closed down. They're like ninja games you could do, carnival style. And over here is Ichiyaku's ramen shop. Shikamaru, his whole thing was that he comes off as like incredibly lazy, aloof, and disinterested in things, but he's actually a genius, if I remember correctly. I think Shikamaru was like one of the most slept on characters at first until people saw like how his potential. Like, wait a minute. So there was also a museum of ninja gadgets. And this other thing, but I didn't go into it because it seemed like it cost money on top of your pass, and I didn't want to pay for that. Oh, his shadow power. Yeah, sort of. Yeah, you're right. His shadow power was I can't move, so you can't move. That was kind of his whole thing there. On the way into this park, I almost got absolutely blasted by a wave of water from a water ride because I didn't know that I was walking into the splash zone. There's Gara. That character got a lot of development. I didn't expect it. I thought he'd be a one-off villain, and he ended up being one of the goated characters of the series. So, I've had a lot of thoughts about this theme park compared to back home for a number of reasons. One, in how they handle things. Like, for example, every park has a fast pass system, right? But over here, the fast pass system is more like you just pay to enter, you pay to come in, and then at each ride, there's a kiosk that has tickets. So, actually, you don't even have to pay to come in. You can buy a day pass, which lets you ride everything, under one flat rate, or you can pay per ride, or you can buy a day pass, go to a kiosk, and buy a fast pass ticket for that particular booth at a flat rate. That's like around, it depends on the ride, but like small rides like 8,000 yen, or not 8,000, 800, and a big ride's like 1,000 something. So you just buy a fast pass ticket per line on a ride to ride basis, rather than being able to purchase just a wristband fast pass. And I can't tell if that's really smart, or if that's just like or if it's not, or if it's kind of a bad deal. I guess it depends on how you like the ride. I know like Disney parks are infamous for it. My local, well, not my local park, but the park I used to go to a lot, Cedar Point, was absolutely destroyed by their fast pass system. I honestly hate that they ever implemented it to begin with, because it made it hell for anybody who was a single rider, and somehow managed to make the rides longer, the wait longer for everybody, depending on what you're trying to get on, which is ridiculous. So this place has they have a Thomas the Tank Engine, Thomas Land. You follow the lines to go to different zones. I didn't go on the Thomas Land. I kind of wish I did. I was preoccupied by the roller coasters. I rode the Fujiyama, and that goddamn thing is terrifying. Like, listen, I am a thrill seeker. I make that no secret. I love roller coasters. I will ride anything, almost anything. I don't ride those stupid demon drop like rides that just pick you up and drop you straight down. Don't like those. But roller coasters, I'll ride them. This roller coaster has so many inversions on it, and so many twists and moves. It's just wild. Also, very funny. You can't wear your shoes on it. You have to take off your shoes before you get onto that ride. That was the first roller coaster I ever got on where you were instructed to take off your shoes, which is also really funny, and potentially on brand depending on what you got, depending on how you look at it. But no, this park is really good. I'm definitely gonna do a more proper stream the next time I come here. But I was by myself, and I'm like, I can't do both. And before you get on every ride, everything has to go into a bag. Velcro shoes gang rides. So essentially, what is this? He'll put money in it. Does he do something? No. There's some yokai over here. But to answer your question. Wait, what did you... Oh my god, I lost track. I lost my own train of thought. I really did. No, there are some good rides here. I want to come back and do a proper stream when I'm not just by myself. So I think that'll be way more fun. And I'll be able to actually just you know, goof around. Goof around more. If you're by yourself, you really can't do much. Yeah, there it is. The queue line is closed for today. That's that. I tried these charcoal grilled fish on a stick. That was amazing. I didn't think I'd like it, but I actually did. It was really good. Would I eat it again? Probably. Will I eat it right now? Probably not. I'm stuffed. I had the Choji's bowl at the Ichiraku shop, and that was very filling. Incredibly filling. So, let's go through now. The thing about that ride is the seats, I don't know if you can see it. The seats spin. As you go through different hills and loops, you are flipping inside of your seat. Is it on the lift hill? Why does it sound like a jackhammer if it's not there? I must be tripping, and it must not be on the lift hill. No, it's over there. You'll see what I mean. Watch it come down the lift hill. Also, I had a really funny time going through the haunted house out here. I made staff break character multiple times because I just walked through and just casually repeating the phrase "go like, go like, go, go like, go." We did that at a different haunted house, and that was pretty funny. But I did it by myself here. All right, watch those seats. I think you'll see it when they go over that hill. Okay, it's hard to tell. But they are flipping. The seats flip. Look, 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 look. Okay, it's very hard to tell. When you go down that loop, you're on your back. You're laying on your back. Basically. You know the Superman Ultimate Flight ride at Six Flags, how it makes you like lean forward like you're flying like Superman? This is like the reverse Superman. When you leave the track, you're laying on your back. Look, I can become burger or ice cream. I can't do that. My arm's not long enough. You die, bro. Dude, I did not realize, like, okay, I knew they moved, but I didn't know they moved to that degree, right? And when I got onto that ride, the first drop, I did not know how to react because like you're dropping backwards while you're on your back and then you flip forward. So you're like this and then you're like, you flip forward while you're going through the hill. And I just don't know how to feel about that. Like I still had to physically process what had happened. I rode that twice and both times it was amazing. I think I would put that up there with the time traveler at the what's the park called? Oh my god, I'm blanking so hard. At Silver Dollar City. I put that up there with that in terms of like unique roller coasters because it's one of those rides where it's like it doesn't feel the same each time you ride it. Like the time traveler at Silver Dollar City is a ride that feels like you've ridden a different ride every time. This one's close to that because it controls when you twist. It isn't like you just spinning idly without any control whatsoever. But I will say the combination of twisting while you're going down a hill is pretty messed up. It's pretty. I don't think you'll ever get used to it. I didn't get used to that. I tested it twice. And normally, like, if you ride a lot of roller coasters, you know your limit. You know, like you get more fun out of riding with other people at that point. Because you just going on the roller coaster is still fun, but like it's not gonna scare you, right? Like you're not gonna freak out or nothing. I still freaked out. I freaked out twice. I rode it twice and still freaked out. I was gonna come back right a third time, but I just went through a short little stream. Let's just say I made it to Fuji Q. I had a lot of fun, and I think that's like the perfect finale to this whole adventure. Wouldn't you agree? So for my VOD watchers out there, when I am home and safe and sound, I will just give me a minute, give me a few days to kind of acclimate to being back in my natural habitat, and I will get hard at work on an amazing video, hopefully, a bunch of videos. But I'm gonna be honest, I feel like in all the time I've been here, I didn't film enough. And I'm not mad about that. At first I was, but I'm really not mad about that because I really feel like this is one of those trips where I need to just kind of be in the moment and enjoy it. Okay, yes, I should capture the moment and do some cool stuff. And I did do some cool things. But if I focus too much on filming everything, am I really enjoying the trip? Or am I trying to like build some kind of narrative while I'm doing it? You know what I mean? So in that regard, I don't think they want me to go back through also it cost the money. The haunted house wasn't free. But
Ladies
that was
and
probably
gentlemen,
the funniest.
may I have your attention, please?
They said the park's closing.
Takabisha is closed for the day.
So what ended up happening was, I guess I was walking through the haunted house, and I'm just like shuffling, I'm like, Komai. I'm just looking down. I don't look up. And I just keep saying it over and over again while I'm shuffling my feet and walking through. And one of the people who was like a haunted nurse started laughing at me. She broke character. That was funny. Should always. I'm getting text messages to get to the bus, so I actually have to wrap the stream very soon. Yo, I would definitely share some pictures. I took a lot of pictures, and I think that'd be really cool. I will share some of those. Because, yeah, it's just something I thought about a lot, you know? I did get a lot of footage. Don't get me wrong. But, like, I didn't do anything that's on par with, like, some other YouTubers, you know, who would go on a travel montage. They have a dedicated camera guy. They do, like, all this really fun, these fun activities that's just all captured on camera as it's happening. I don't got that. I'm my own camera guy. I'm my own, like, I carry my own stuff, and sometimes, like, lugging a tripod around is a little inconvenient when you're in a high traffic area and you don't want to be a nuisance. Stuff like that. One day I'll get to that point where I have a friend who, or somebody I can pay who's, like, just on it as a camera guy, just to follow me and just do fun stuff with me. Or contacts that can set up other fun things. But for now, we're just goofing around and we're just living our best lives the way we live it, if that makes sense. We're walking back to the Hidden Leaf Village. I think it's really, like, the cool thing about Naruto to me is that it kind of felt like it was an anime that grows with you, right? Like, dude actually became an adult. They all grew up. They have kids. Their kids had their own show and their own problems. Mind you, I haven't watched Boruto. I only watched the movie where his character was introduced. But it really felt like seeing all the characters grown up was a love letter to all the fans who grew up watching them. Because a lot of shows, I feel like, are scared to let their characters do that. They're scared to age their characters. They stay one age forever, and that's the end of it. So, like, say what y'all will about Naruto, because I know there's some people who don't like it. But it definitely was an anime that introduced a lot of people to anime, and I respect that. And I also still respect them for just, you know, letting their characters grow. Is that ride actually open? Wow, they're still running this. I didn't ride that, because I thought it was the demon drop type ride, but it's not. It was a little chair swing ride. It went on for a long time. It was definitely from that era of animes where it wasn't just like one season. It was filler arcs upon filler arcs. I'm not saying it's without its problems. I'm not even saying it's close to perfect. But I will say, despite all the filler arcs and all that stuff, they did let their characters grow. And I feel like, for the most part, it's reached a mostly satisfying conclusion, at least for those characters. See, like, where they ended up at. Ignoring the fact that literally every fan shipping thing literally came true, but that's whatever. Sakura got her toxic relationship with Sasuke. Naruto ended up with Hinata. Shikamaru ended up with what's her face with the fans. Who did Choji get? I forgot. Choji's not fat anymore, so I guess that's his. Well, I mean, that's a given. I mean, if it's making you money. they might as well continue the arc with their kids, right? The way I see it, it's like introducing a new generation to it. Corporate thing aside, there was the discussion, a huge thread, talking about how a lot of anime now is being influenced by like Western trends to monetize it more by making these like half seasons, not full seasons. Attack on Titan, for example. The final season part 1, the final season part 2, the final season part 3, and how that people should just get ready because that's going to become the new normal when it comes to how shows are introduced. I hope that's not true because I hate that. I literally stopped watching Attack on Titan because I got tired of being bamboozled. Like, is it the final? Excuse me, hiccups. Is it the final season? I don't think it's the final season. I think you're lying to me. I just read the manga and I was done with it. It's like, all right, I don't care anymore. Y'all take it too long. You're dragging it. You're stretching it out. This isn't a case of you don't have enough time to finish it. You could have finished it 2 seasons ago, 2 final seasons ago. Y'all, they're stretching it out. And that's the new filler. As I rant, I see this merry-go-round here. Well, you know what I mean, right? Okay. Trying to keep the recording. So one cool thing about Fuji is that they do this thing where they have these booths, these photo op areas, where you can just place your phone on it, it props it up for you, and then you time it and you get a picture. So even if you're by yourself or if you're a whole group, you can't get someone to hold the camera for you, it'll hold it. And that's just smart. So we're passing Fujiyama, the king of coasters. Now, I'd have to look up more facts, but at present, it claims to be the record-breaking coaster. But I'd have to fact check that now because I don't know if this came before or after the Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point, which is also claiming to be the world's most record-breaking coaster. So they're both kind of competing for the same title there, which is pretty funny to me. I'm gonna make my way out of here, out of the park. I'm trying to remember, I think my buddy's talking about buses, so definitely gotta go this way. And there's like this big carpet. This is you can do photos on and everything. It's really nice. I'm not trying to photobomb anybody. So yeah, there's lots of photo opportunities spread out throughout the park. That's pretty cool. Aside from this, like there's a really funny one out here where it's like a big cracked wall, and you get like a picture in front of it. And it looks like you punch the wall and it cracked, which is pretty neat. Now that I'm not photobombing it. I will say that is a long ride. Like, that's a roller coaster that feels like it doesn't end. Again, like Steel Vengeance. I think Steel Vengeance is also a really long ride, too. I think they both kind of top out at, like, around 3 minutes, which doesn't seem like much, but, like, that's a lot. That's a long ride for a roller coaster. 3-minute ride. Most roller coasters, you blink and you feel like it's over. That one just keeps going. Imagine if they had a stamp card. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they did, and I just didn't realize it. Because a lot of these places seem like there's more kind of going on there than meets the eye. So the other thing about this park is to exit, you have to take a picture of your face to enter and exit. That's your like ride pass. So I gotta like show my face here. And I'm out. And if I wanted to re-enter, same deal. If you have a day pass, you just rescan it and rescan your face and you're back. Now there's some people I know who wouldn't like that because of, you know, privacy things, but it's also probably really good for contact tracing when it comes to dealing with COVID. So over here is like this little what do I call this? You ever been to like Universal Studios or the Magic Kingdom? You know how like there's this nice little city area that doesn't cost money, but it's full of this things to spend your money on. This is probably where like your family would hang out at if they weren't keen on coasters or going into the park, even though they can still go into the park. Also, they get like a lot of photo opportunities, like this big Fuji queue and the little mountain holders to hold your phone. This area here, it's very French. You know, here's the thing. I wouldn't say the food is massively expensive. Everything I've been looking at has been like that. Like the most expensive thing I've seen was I think 2,000, and it was sold out. But everything else is like, well, 800, 700, 300. So nothing like too, I wouldn't say that's like absurdly expensive, at least not to me, I wouldn't think. But I will say like, the serving sizes are kind of small. No, I wouldn't even say that. Honestly, no, I think, I would say the food's pretty decently priced for what you get. Oh, I thought this whole thing was like a queue. So it's good value. I want to know more about these characters. La Vallée de Gaspard et Lisa. I probably butchered that. In fact, I know I butchered that. I should be ashamed to have a French name. I'm more ashamed because I actually took French classes in high school. It's still butchered it. So I'm going to wait to the front and then wrap the stream up so I can figure out how to get home. Yeah, like these 900. Yeah, the prices aren't bad. I think there's like a mirror maze over here. It's probably closed now though. For kidding, throwing. Yeah, there's a mirror maze. I don't even want to talk about missed trains. There's been so many other instances off stream where I've once again got myself lost and stranded in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. Excuse me. I thought they were punching each other, but they're dancing. I like little themed areas. But no, I got lost pretty bad. A third time. Arguably worse than the time that I posted a picture and memed about. It was rescued by a very pleasant, caring old lady. I hate trains. I'm gonna keep it real with you, Chief. I'm no longer a fan of trains after today. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna go to the front. Someone's talking on a speaker someplace that I don't know where it's coming from. I think she's telling us to get the hell out though. If I had to guess. I'll stream my way to the entrance and then I'm out of here, Chief. I only know one place where buses show up and it ain't back there because that's where only trains. So we came here on a train, but it was oversold. So there was no actual seats for us. So we had to like sit by a window and a door. I was blocking a sink. Oh, this is staff only? What? Yes? No? No, that can't be right. That's staff only. I'm taking the sign too literally. Let's walk through this together. If it is, someone will run and tell me. Like at the arcade. It's okay. I'm willing to get yelled at for y'all. It's just not lit up anymore over here. Okay. I hope your day was filled with screams. I certainly hope so. It's gonna be a long trip home for me. A long one. I think I'm gonna like... Oh, dude, I completely forgot to take a picture of it. So, the Jiraiya statue that I was looking at. I don't know if it's threatening or if it's just like accidentally even more funny. But it says, please do not ride Jiraiya. I don't know why it's funny to me. There's another one that was something like, don't have long conversation. Don't talk long. I think it meant like don't talk too loud. Don't talk too loud. There was at a restaurant, if you ordered a Coke, you could actually get it in glass or not, but it translated to grass. So it's like, would you want grass with your Coke? But I don't know if there's anything like overtly like threatening, like you will die. I'll have to keep my eyes out for that. Other than like, oh wait, you know what? There was one. It was, I saw a vending machine that said milk of the rich. I think it meant the milk is rich. But it said milk of the rich. I was like, you know, I've heard of eat the rich, but not milking it. You went to a restaurant with a soda machine there, a sign that says all caps, it costs. What does it cost? What will it cost me? What's the cost? That is threatening. That is very threatening. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make my way to the bus stop out the store. There's a few more little photo op things, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk through that store and stream. Actually, I'll do it. I'll just put the phone down so it doesn't look like I'm recording. Let's do that. Incognito mode. Let's go. I'm gonna be mad as hell if this isn't where the buses are at, but I know they're over here. All right, we made it through. We're out. We did it. In front of us, Seymour roller coaster, a 7-Eleven. So there's a really funny picture that I saw with that figure that's over 7-Eleven in the bathroom. They're in the men's bathroom, and it's a dude under the mat sitting on the toilet. Oh shoot, I'm walking into a picture. Oops. This dude. Usually it's like the other way around. Oh no, it is just for over the front of Fuji over there. But he's just aggressively taking a dump on the toilet. I thought that was really funny lore. So I guess if you really look into the park lore here, this character is actually a dude. I think that's pretty funny. Here's the wall too, where you can punch it, and it looks like you're punching a hole into the wall. There's Fujiyama. Now well, but that was Fuji Q. Doing close. I'll do a better stream next time I'm here, and there'll definitely be a next time. But I want to thank y'all for coming through. Tulak guy specifically. I think you're the only one talking in the chat right now. 2 likes of the stream. For all my VOD watchers, I appreciate you too. I know these streams are at really weird hours, so it's not possible to always catch them. But I see you. I appreciate you. I love every comment. I read every comment. I will be returning to my regularly scheduled uploading. No more streams IRL unless I'm doing something outside that's worth doing. You're the one holding it down. I should start calling it real Tualakai hours. But I don't think I'll do a stream tomorrow. If I do, it'll be me going onto a plane. But yeah, I'll be returning to regularly scheduled uploads and content, and working on everything we have here. I've recorded so much footage that I've maxed out my card. I've maxed out my memory, my phone, because I use my phone more than anything. I think I use my cell phone more than my actual cameras, which is the first. So we'll see how that works out in editing, because sometimes some funky stuff happens when I'm working with that footage. But I'm kind of hoping and praying that I don't run into any issues there. Regardless, I want y'all to stay safe, stay cool. I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for supporting me for all these years, and let's keep going. Bye.